Hello, this is Lisa Shea, and this is part of the Working from Home video series. Be sure to check out my other sections of the series. This is section 8, which is about marketing your site or your business. The first way that you can market your site is to be found in web search engines. You've probably gotten 80 million suggestions from people about different ways to get yourself a high ranking in search engines and doing tricks and doing cheats, doing hacks to other people, paying people money. I have to tell you that the only key to getting good quality results in a search engine is to have a good quality site. I have never paid anyone to submit my pages to search engines. I've never paid for links. I've never done link exchanges with people. I am very much against link exchanges. I've not done any sort of tricks or trickery in order to get my search engine results. I don't do sneaky things in my tags, sneaky things with my meta tags. What I do is I write a lot of content that is good quality content and that is on a specific topic. I have many other talks coming up that go into this in more detail. But for example, I have an origami site where I have many pages of origami shapes and photos of origami and descriptions of origami, and my origami pages routinely come up in the top 1 or 2 entries for Google without any other work at all. I would definitely not do link exchanges. Many search engines think link exchanges are cheating, and indeed they are used by many cheaters as a way to try to trick the search engine into sending them off to somewhere that is not a good quality site. So avoid all link exchanges. You don't want to be driving people off site. You want to keep people on your site, and you want them to stay on your site because you have good quality content that they need to read. Networking is very key for marketing. You want any local event you can. If nothing else, this is great practice so that you learn your spiel and learn how to talk to people and get over any shyness you might have. Local brainstorming groups are great. Many chambers of commerces and others offer brainstorming groups so you can get together with other people in your industry and talk about ways to grow your business and issues you might face and people that you might want to talk to. You want to attend any topic-specific events that are showing up. So these could be conferences in the local area, or maybe you can splurge to go to a nationwide conference where you really learn a lot of information. It could easily get you more than the cost of going to the conference in income and feedback if one has a lot of great seminars that you can really learn information from. Give out a ton of business cards. Always carry business cards with you and always give out multiple of them. You never know which person you talk to is going to have a relative or a friend or someone else that they talk to that will need the service that you are selling. So you want to positively talk about the business that you're in to anyone that you run into in a friendly way and not in a pushy way, because you want them to have a pleasant image of you. And then they become your remote sales force in essence. If they run into someone else that needs your service, they'll keep you in mind and they will pass your information along to them. You want to develop what's called an elevator pitch. That's a short 20-second long description of what you do and why it's interesting. Remember, people don't care why you want to do what you do. They only care how it's going to help them. So if you're talking about selling a parakeet book, don't say, oh, I love parakeets and I've always wanted to write about parakeets. You want to say 8 million people in the US own a parakeet. People need help on how to raise their parakeet. They usually don't get a lot of training in their parakeet care, but they love their parakeets and I'm here to help them. So you want to always promote why you are a helpful person that other people could find to be helpful. Carry around a ton of personalized pens and pencils. I've given away pens and pencils at pretty much every event I go to, and the more interesting the pen or pencil, the more people desperately want to get their hands on them and tell all their friends and family about them. So if you look at the selection I've got on the screen, pencils are nice and regular pens are nice, but in the top left are some nice shiny translucent pens, and when I started bringing those around, everyone wanted to get their hands on them, and they use them all the time and talk about them. And by far the top seller was in the bottom left, which are laser pointer pens, and they even have flashlights on them. Everyone I've given one of these to has raved about it and talked about how they come in useful and how they use them in presentations and how everyone comes up and asks them how they say they got them from my site. So if you can afford the front cost of doing a set of laser pens, because they're say about $2 a piece, you can get trillions of advertising amount out of it as everyone passes them around and talks about them and talks about your company. So it's well worth it to invest some money into cool little gadgety things like this, especially things like the flashlight pencil or the flashlight pen and the laser pointer. People are going to carry around with them and are going to show off to other people. When you give out gifts to people, you can give out cool gifts that not only help to reward them for what they are doing, but also help promote you and the kind of atmosphere you want to develop. So for example, I love these floating globes because the globe indicates that we're a worldwide company and that we help people all around the world. The floating part is really cool, that it just hovers there because of magnets, and that we're on the forefront of technology and that we're using our technology. And it both helps to make the person feel good that they're receiving a really nice, and also has them keep in mind the kind of environment that we offer, that we're worldwide and that we're cutting edge technology. So look through all the different gift catalogs that are out there for personalized gifts, so it's unique and special for that person, but that it really also reflects attributes of your company that you want to be promoting to others. You could probably talk for years and years about all sorts of different other marketing ideas, sending out postcards, sending out brochures, and so on. To be honest, I don't do any of that. I don't pay for advertising. I don't pay for newspaper ads or radio ads or website ads. I don't send out link exchanges. All traffic that comes into all of my different sites is all natural traffic. It all comes in because people hear about us through search engines or word of mouth or by me going around and talking to them. And my sites get a huge amount of traffic. My parakeet sites, if you search on parakeet, they're the top result on Google. My sangria sites, if you search for sangria, it's the top result on Google. So I get all of these top results by having a lot of quality content. I don't trick the internet to me. For the sangria site, I wrote 50 or 50 more recipes on sangria, and I have pictures of sangria pictures, and I've got the history of sangria and other advice about food and wine pairing with sangria. And because I've got all of this content on my site, I earn the top result as far as Google. So you will earn the top result, and I've seen this with many people that I've helped out, that I've given suggestions to and advice. And in all cases, we are pretty much able to get them in one of the top areas of Google by making sure that they wrote a lot of content that was quality content on that area. If you are not a good writer, then it's well worth it to hire someone that's a writer and to have them help you put that content together. And it also helps if you put a focus onto one particular area. So instead of writing about 80,000 different areas of New Age, if you just focus on one area, like crystals, or if you write on a specific area, like crystals from Sedona, the more specific you get and the more content you write on that specific area, the higher quality results you're going to get. But for example, on origami, I write about all sorts of different parts of origami. I have origami cranes, I sell origami flowers, I have origami mobiles. So I didn't just have to focus on origami mobiles to get my top rating. I was able to write all about a whole bunch of different areas of origami. And that means that I get in all the people who are interested in buying origami, which is a fair amount, and that keeps me very busy just with one aspect of what I do, which is selling origami. So be sure to keep an open mind and to avoid all of the people trying to get money out of you, and focus on a quality site with quality content. And that be sure to check out my other videos and visit lisashea.com for more detailed information about all of these entries. Thank you very much.